That's a lot of babbling, Leslie. Hey guys, welcome back. It's got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today. And I've been liking the kind of, I'd say, peachy, moving towards like berry sort of tones. Still doing more eyeliner on my lower lash line. I don't know why. I've just been doing that more. I've got some newer goodies that I've been loving, some revisited things, just some fun stuff. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore reviews, empties, get ready with me. It's just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about Friday favorites, so let's get to it. Okay, so starting with eyes, I guess let's start with this, because this is an eye and a cheek favorite. I got this in my Ipsy extra box that they sent me. I love this palette. Now, I will say the packaging itself doesn't feel like super nice, but I mean, it's functional and fine, and it is a cute color. This is the RealHer You Are Brilliant blush palette, but I love this on the eyes. I mean, I've been using it on my face too, so we'll get to it like how I've been using it as blush, but on my eyes, I've mainly been using this shade right here, and then a little bit of this kind of in my crease and outer corner. Then I've been, you can see it, the little dots, I've been topping my eyeliner with this one. I'll go ahead and swatch all the other things if I can keep track of what I have swatched so far. Let's see, I have swatched this one, this one, this one. So I need to swatch this one. Wait, why am I so confused? I need to swatch this one, I need to swatch this one, and I need another finger to swatch the sixth one. When I first saw this in the box, of course I was excited about it. I'm always excited, you know, anything that's in there is just fun. But I wondered how this color story would work for me because it's very kind of warm. I looked at it and saw more eyeshadow like potential for me personally than cheeks, especially like these. I could use these as a bronzer, but you know, they're just a little bit deep for me to use as a bronzer. But shadows, love them as a shadow. And actually, as I've been using them as blush, I love them. I don't know really what I was thinking, because these two colors, especially right here, are very like, I would reach for these kind of colors often. I think I kind of noticed these first. Like this would be too warm for me to use as a bronzer. I mean, I could, but it's not like, you know, ideal. And then this one is really just like more a shadow for me personally. That's a lot of babbling, Leslie. Wow. Okay, there is that. Good grief, my hands are dry. Per usual. I feel like every time I look down to do a swatch, I'm like, my hands look dry. Wow, and a swatch that's really pretty. What have I not swatched? Y'all, I'm getting confused. Have I swatched the brown one? What did I not swatch? I swatched this one. I swatched this one. I swatched this one. I think I still need this. Let's see. Let's find out. Yes, I think that's what I was missing. Because I think this one is this one. It's not that difficult, Leslie, but I'm getting confused. There it is. It's beautiful. Like these are really nice and blendable. So these two in my crease, this one over my liner, and it just, I mean, my liner is, you know, deeper, but this kind of like softens it a tiny bit, but it's still pretty intense. But this is such a beautiful kind of warm, I don't know, rusty bronze shade. Gorgeous. This is that kind of orangey one, but it looks kind of more peachy, less like yellowy orange in a swatch. This one's really pretty, kind of almost like a bright coral raspberry. It's really, really pretty. So I don't know, something about looking at it in the pan, it doesn't appeal to me quite as much as in a swatch. And then when I actually use it, like it just is so blendable and nice. Works really well on the eyes. We'll get to how I use it on my cheeks in a second. I'll go ahead and leave these swatches here because next on my eyes, I've been using, again, MAC Sweet Heat. I've talked about this a lot since I've been, you know, reaching for it and wearing it. Obviously, when I'm reaching for makeup and wearing it, I'm talking about it a lot on my channel. This is the most beautiful rose gold. I love it. I use it with kind of a fluffier sort of brush and kind of buff it on my eyelids. And I just love it. And I think it works so well with this palette. Like these tones just work so well. So that with these two in my crease. Like super easy, beautiful eye look. And I'll kind of buff this like mainly on my lid, but then I'll just gently kind of bring it in my crease just a little bit. It's almost like it gives a little hint of a glow in the crease that I think is really pretty. Like it doesn't make it look, you know, super shimmery or anything, because this is definitely more, I'm looking, like it's metallic. I don't think there's any kind of shimmer in this. It's just a really beautiful light catching glow to it. So it has this little hint of glow in the crease that's just beautiful. It's so, so pretty. Then, still been reaching for this. I have used, well, have I used it? I think I've used it kind of over my liner, like this one over my liner, this one over my liner. But the main thing I've still been reaching for in this one is this highlight shade. This is so pretty. I've been using just the tiniest little bit of this on kind of the inner, I don't know, just very inner part of my eyelid. So not inner corners of my eyes, my actual eyelid, but just very, very tiny bit right on the inside corner, just as a little bit of a brightening highlight. And with Sweet Heat, it works perfectly. Didn't even tell you what this is, but I've mentioned this before. It's the Marie Claire Natural Charm Palette from Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 and it's so good. It's really, really beautiful. And again, all these tones just work so well together. They're just beautiful. I love this whole kind of color story. And see how, I think, you know, this kind of shade, like more of that berry shade. So these kind of warm, moving into berry. This kind of palette has that kind of warmth to it. But then like, you know, this kind of pairs nicely with like a berry, and then my lip. Anyway, that's kind of what I've been going for. Okay, for cheeks, I have mostly been reaching for this one right here from this palette, and then a little hint of this one. So these are the main two things I have been using on my cheeks. But then one of my lip favorites, I have used it on my cheeks as well. Oh, now that my hands are far less dry, now that I use some makeup remover, I feel like you can really see these swatches better. So those two on my cheeks, and I feel like it's like pigmented, but buildable. Just a really beautiful formula on the cheeks as well. So quick mention to that, since we've already talked about that palette. So moving into lips, but then also I use this on my cheeks. Back to the e.l.f. Sheer For It. What is this called? Sheer For It Blush Tint. I love these. So I used it on my cheeks, I think at least a couple of days, but I more so was reaching for that RealHer palette. Let me do a little swatch on a little napkin. This is the berry one. What is it? Oh, it doesn't have a name. And oh, did I bring it in here? See, this is why I sometimes keep the boxes. It makes it easier. This is Plums Up. Plums Up. So I do have this on, well, I wore it on my cheeks occasionally. I think maybe twice. I don't know. Reach for it a little bit on my cheeks. It looks so pretty and kind of bright. Just a beautiful bright berry. I think it looks very rich and intense right there. But blended out, it's kind of more of a, it's definitely still a berry, like a purpley berry. It's beautiful. And then I've been using it on my lips. So I have it on my lips. I just think it's so pretty. Like, I apply it, leave it sitting for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, not very long. And then I blot it off. And then it wears just so well. Like, especially if, you know, you're eating or you just want something low maintenance that's going to give you a nice stain that's just going to stick around. These are so good. I will say with the colder weather, with the drier air, you know, the heat's on, I do notice my lips getting a little bit more dry with these, so I've been hydrating with them more, like using a lip balm. So that's something to note about them. But, you know, I mean, it's because you're wearing a stain, and then if you don't put something over the top of it, to me, it makes sense. So I have been pairing it with, you know, just wearing like a lip balm or whatever as I wear that. But then also, I got this in my Ipsy Extra. This is from Fenty. This is the Fenty Beauty Oil something something. And I don't remember the name of this. Rose Amber, I think it is. This is what it looks like. This color really does not look like it would work for me, in my opinion. But I have this over the top of the e.l.f. and I think it's really pretty. But also I've worn it over another lip liner. It's one of those, like, I probably wouldn't wear this by itself, but paired with other things, I think it's really, really beautiful. It's like a very taupey, cool toned brown. It's It's pretty. Really catches the light. Very, very shiny looking. I just feel like it's a unique color. There's so many warm tones out there that it's fun to see something more on the cool tone side. And looking at it in the container, it has like blue, purple, I think it's shifty micro shimmer micro shimmer in it. So I really don't like feel micro shimmer or anything on my lips, but I think it just like catches the light really beautifully. Let me look up close. I mean, I guess if I look really, really closely, yeah, it's there, but it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. It's more light catching. So I think it's just really fun. It has kind of a different sort of a doe foot applicator shape to it. It's like scoopy. And I love the scent of these. It's a very subtle, yummy vanilla scent. I love the scent of it, but it's subtle. It's good. I really like this. Comfortable formula, hydrating feeling, so it works well with this. Anyway, and then my faith favorite, we sang this in church Sunday, and I love this song. And I was trying to remember, because when we sang it, I mean, I've heard it many times, like over the years, you know, since it came out, but I was trying to remember, I thought I remembered listening to this song, singing this song during a really difficult season, you know, like in 2014 and 2016 when we lost the babies. We had 5 miscarriages, 3 in 2014 and 2 in 2016. And I thought I remembered this song really comforting my heart, and it came out in 2014. The song is It Is Well by Bethel Music. The old original hymn of It Is Well has always been one of my favorites. It's just really spoken to my heart, my spirit. I love that hymn, and theirs is just, it's so good. It's such a heartfelt song. I even have a little plaque. It's like a wood piece that somebody burned the words into it, this one particular verse. So it's the It Is Well, you know, hymn, but then there's also added verses to it. And it says, oof. I'm just like, ooh, getting emotional looking at, I'll read this one section. It says, so let go my soul and trust in him. The waves and wind still know his name. Ooh, again, I was getting emotional when I'm sharing my faith favorites. Can y'all tell I love Jesus? I'm very passionate about my faith and my relationship with Jesus. So yeah, I remember that song just really comforting me during that time, because I felt so many different emotions during that time. Anger, confusion, then guilt about feeling those feelings. And it was really a journey to learn that the Lord wants us to come to him with every emotion that we're feeling and just bring it to him, and find comfort in our amazing God. So that song just, ooh, it just reminded me how much I love it. It's a great one. Okay, so those are all my favorites. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you have been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.